Hi guys, welcome to another video. Today's video is a get ready with me trying some new products, some new eyeshadow, lipsticks, face products. I just wanted to play in some new makeup I have. You all know I like to play in makeup around here. So if you want to see the products I use and all of that, make sure you keep on watching. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye guys. Hi guys, it is me, surprise, all over again. I am taking my Essence Prime Like a Boss primer. I love it. A1, number one drugstore primer, eyeshadow primer that I have used thus far this year, I must admit. And I also went in with my Makeup Revolution eyeshadow primer in light. Yeah, this one is light because I started off using dark, in my older videos. Found it in my stash, started using it, fell in love with it. Saw that Ulta had it on sale for like $3.50. So I went ahead and picked up the light. Okay, I take that back. Essence is not the number one primer. Makeup Revolution eyeshadow primer is number one, and then Essence comes right behind it. They're like 50-50, but if you are unsure of eyeshadow primer, or you are looking for a new eyeshadow primer, an affordable eyeshadow primer, pick up either or. If not, both of these primers. I love them. They make my eyeshadow do what they need to do. Okay, I'm taking my GLAMLITE, if it'll focus, my GLAMLITE taco palette, street taco palette. I wanted to play in this, ever since I swatched it on my haul video. I'm like, I got to use that palette. I just have to use that palette. So I went in with the kind of, what shade would you call this? I don't want to say pink. Fuchsia? Okay, we're going to say fuchsia. This somewhat fuchsia color, and I wanted to once again keep the look simple, not using every single shadow in the palette. I wanted to keep it simple for myself as well as you guys. So I'm just taking an Ulta eyeshadow blending brush, a really fluffy one, and I just put it in my crease along with my my transition area, and and the reason why I got a really fluffy brush today was because I didn't want the shadow to be compact. I didn't want it like in one area. I wanted to like make it look like it would spread out without, if it makes sense, without me having to do a lot of blending, even though I still ended up blending a whole lot, but that was okay. I didn't have anywhere to go. I was just listening to music, listening to a podcast or whatever I was listening to, and just playing in makeup. And I went in with the same shade, except this shade is glitter, has glitter in it. So I was undecided if I was going to use my finger or if I was going to use a brush. So you'll see me first start off with the brush. A brush is okay, right? The brush is fine. But I decided to go on my finger because I'm like, well, maybe I can be a little bit more precise with the placement of the eyeshadows if I use my fingers. And plus, you all know my nails are always like really, really short. Sometimes I'll let them grow out and then end up cutting them down. So I just decided to make sure I just keep them short because I don't know why I let them grow and then cut them. I'm not one for like long fingernails, and forget that, to put what do you call that stuff, acrylic on my toenails to make my toenails longer. I would never ever. I do not like toenails. I'm sorry, I don't know how we got here, but I'm going to talk about it. Every time I go get a pedicure, they're like, you want to cut down? I'm like, yes, please cut it down. If I put my feet in my shoes and my toenail is too long, that is the most aggravating, uncomfortable feeling on earth. I am not one for long toenails. I don't care how my toes look short, but I'm going to keep my toenails short. Okay, now that we're off the toe part, I went in with that green shade because I wanted to look like a fiesta. In my mind, this is a fiesta, and I'm going to a fiesta. And just placed it like in my inner part. I eventually had to go back in because with me applying my foundation and everything, the color got lost. So you'll see me go back in. I went in today with my e.l.f. Cookies and Dream primer paired with my Flower Beauty matte primer. This was just me randomly playing in makeup, trying to see what look I could come up with, whenever I play in makeup, and let's just say I do a look and I'm kind of like really digging a look, then I'll do it like if I'm going to work or whatever, because now I know how to do it and I'm not just kind of like winging it. So yeah, when I in my spare time I play in makeup to come up with looks that I know I can wear for this occasion or that occasion. So I went in with my MAC Peach Paint Pot. At this point I should be like, don't have to tell y'all what I'm using on my smile lines to my oldies, my buddies out here who've been with me since day one. But for the new people, I had to let y'all know what I'm using. I had some concealer underneath my eyes to make sure that my eyeshadow wasn't all over the place. So that's why I went in with the concealer, and now I'm just blending that out, you know, because at one point it was like I had eyeshadow everywhere. That's how much I was blending. I went in with my Lancome Big Mazur mascara to coat my lashes before I apply falsies. And I went in with my It Cosmetic Your Skin But Better foundation in the shade 51. This is something else that was in my stash. I keep telling y'all I'm gonna do a foundation collection, show y'all all of my foundations that I have, because I feel like within the last year or so I've just been collecting foundations like a nut box. Like y'all see that shade? That shade is A1. It took me about 2 or 3 times to finally get my shade, but this foundation is a 100% great. It sits well on the skin. My shade match is perfect. It looks well after 10-11 hours worth of wear. It's Your Skin But Better. It makes my skin look alive. It is breathable. My skin is still breathable. I don't look or feel caked up, and I don't like to look that way. So yeah, my skin just feels alive. I love this foundation. I'm sad that I don't pull it out as often as I do, but I have so many foundations to choose from. It's just like I gotta rotate. Okay, if you've been with me for the last week's video, then you have seen this concealer numerous times. It's the Nude Stick Concealer in Nude 8 and my Thread Beauty Foundation Stick in 210 to contour with. I have placed a full size of this new concealer in my Ulta shopping cart, and I'm probably going to use some of my points. I need to get some more stuff, so I'll use some of my points to pick up this concealer. It's $28. That's just how good this concealer is. I had my doubts. I was very, very doubtful. So I'm like, this little tiny bottle, only paid $6 for the little tiny bottle, but I'm like, what is it going to do? I have not put it down since I started using it. This is a beautiful concealer. It's just flawless. It lays well. It doesn't crease underneath my eyes. It just lays on my skin. You ever have a makeup product that just lays on your skin how it's supposed to, and you don't have to work hard to make it work? You don't have to manipulate it to make it work. Like, it just does what the description says it's going to do. That is this concealer, and that's why I'm going to pick up the regular size. So yeah, I'm just blending out my contour, making sure I blend, of course, the front of my eyeshadow. And then I decided today that I was going to go in with my pink concealer in by LA Girl. Yeah, it's just pink concealer. I guess it's a paint color corrector, but it was my wise decision to use it today because I wanted a highlighter, and I'm like, hey, instead of me using the pink powder, I'll just go in with the pink concealer and see, you know, what it gets me. And as you can see, what it got me, I was a bright. I was a bright. So don't fear. If you don't want to spend all that money on a translucent pink powder, then go ahead and pick up you a $4 or $5 concealer, pink concealer, and it works just as fine, just fine. I'm country. And I set it with a translucent powder because I still wanted to keep the brightness. I didn't want to set it with a pink banana powder or pink banana powder. I didn't want to set it with a banana powder. I just wanted to keep it as it was. I have my days where some days I want to be bright, some days I don't. Some days I do, some days I don't. So it all depends on, you know, how I'm feeling that day, how bright I want to be. And I used my KVD translucent powder to set it. Loving this, loving this, loving this, loving this. I cannot stress enough. I tell you guys all the time, if you watch my videos a lot and you see me use the same product a lot, those are things that I absolutely love. Like, they're on, if they make it on my desk past 3 days, then and I'm using it consistently for more than 3 days, they're in my top 5. I love them. And that's when I had to go back in with some more of the green shade, because I saw that after blending my concealer and powder and everything, it had started to fade away. And I'm just using some random little brush. I don't know what made me get up that day and say, hey, I want to do a Fiesta makeup look. You know, sometimes you get, I'm using my Black Radiance pressed powder and black coffee. You know, some days you just get tired of being simple with your makeup and you just want to just do the most for no reason. Nowhere to go, no photo shoot. Like, I sent my friend one of my pictures from one of my makeup videos, and she said, yeah, it's giving glam shots. Like, I was going to JCPenney to take photos. I was like, you know what? You are right. That's exactly how it looks. Glam photos, glam shots, that thing that used to be in the mall. Anyway, so I'm taking my Maybelline Super Stay, the old formula pressed powder in 356 Truffle to set the remainder of my face and to remove any excess powder. Y'all know the drill. Sometimes I debate on if I need to leave some of these clips out to make my videos kind of shorter, because you know they say the retention of a video is something what counts on YouTube. I don't know, that the algorithm and all that stuff, you know how they do. But I'm like, what if I got some new people and then I just don't want people to say, well, would you do this or would you do that? So I just make sure I just leave it in. So even if you're old or new, you know what I did for this step. But YouTube is all about making everything short and the algorithm and how long someone stays on your video. And I'm like, if it's God's plan and it's meant to be, then I'll be where I want to be or where I need to be in due time. I cannot hurt my head or beat myself up if a video doesn't do good or I don't gain any subscribers or people are not really commenting. You know, I can't beat myself up. It can only be what it's going to be, and I just have to remain true to myself and do exactly what I love, not follow the trends, not, you know, join the crowd. Just be, oh, I was not feeling that. Y'all see my lips? I look like Peggy Bundy from Married with Children, and that's my girl right there. But I did not want to look like Peggy that day. So I went with my eyeshadow on an angle brush. I just used the same matte eyeshadow that I put on my lid. I'm like, okay, well, I can do a lip liner with that. Just use your eyeshadow, Nana. Use your brain, you know, multitask. Use it for different ways, different reasons. You don't have to be stuck in a box with makeup. You can always expand and grow and use it for what you want to use it for. No rules. There's no rules on this channel to makeup. You just pick up and go and do what you want to do. So yeah, so then I went in with my Plumping Buxom Gloss in Dominique, and it was just a clear shade. Oh, it's giving 21 Jump Street, the original sitcom that used to come on TV. Huh? Yes. And then I went in with the shadow. I'm like, hey, I done made it this far. Go in with the glitter shade. Tap that on your lid, Nana. Oh, not on your lid, on the center of your lip. No. This makeup is really extra, and I was so happy. I'm going to spray my face and come in for the outro. Okay guys, I made it back. This is the completed look. I used my GLAMLITE Street Taco palette. First time using that. These were the two colors that I swatched in my haul video, so I was dying to use these colors. And as you can see, they are pigmented and just beautiful and soft. I wanted to look like a Fiesta, so that's why I used those two shades. This paint concealer by LA Girl. If you don't have any paint powder, and you know the Huda Beauty is what, $35, you don't have to use a paint powder. You can use a paint concealer and then put a translucent powder on the top, and the paint is going to give you the brightening effect. As you can see on my under eyes, the It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better. What shade am I? 51. Rich Warm 51. Love this foundation. It got away from me in my stash. Was doing something the other day and saw it and was like, dog, I forgot about that foundation. But this foundation is so skin-like and natural. If you're looking for a natural foundation, it is what it says it is. Your skin but better. What else did I use that was new, guys? Yeah, I saw the lip combo. I ended up using the eyeshadows as my lip combo. And it's different. Y'all know I wanted to put on a new lip so bad. Brown lip liner in a new color. But I was like, no, let me put on a color. And none of the lip liners that I was using was doing it for me. I don't like those colors. I don't know why I keep buying them. But the eyeshadow made my look come together. The eyeshadow as my lip made it come together nicely. What else did I use? What else did I use that was new? I think that was it, guys. I didn't really use anything else new. Or if I did, I'll talk about it in the voiceover. Oh, I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. I've been loving this nude stick. This little tiny nude stick concealer. This is some really good concealer. I'm going to go purchase the full size once I'm done with this, which will be in no time because I've been using it every day. And this is the shade Nude 8. I'm going to see if they have like just a tad bit lighter shade because this is very close to my foundation shade. I put it down first to color correct any discoloration I might have, and then I went on top with the paint concealer to highlight with, and I think that did an awesome job. But other than that, everything else I've used before. I just really wanted to sit down, play in makeup, listen to my music as I was doing makeup to see what look I could create. Today is Sunday, so I'm just chilling and vibing. And I put my hair in this little faux bun because it's almost time for me to wash my hair. So I said, why not try something different? And as you can see, it needs to be retwisted and washed. So yeah, I'll do that next when I finish with this video. But other than that, this is the completed look, guys. So drop down and let me know what you think. Don't forget to share, like, comment, subscribe, all of that. And I'll see you in my next video. Have my shirt act right. Bye, guys.